I gave myself 5 days to improve my personal best time in the Super Mario Sunshine 80% speedrun as much as possible, with the goal to get a time of 1 hour and 25 minutes by day 5. I had my highs.
Yeah!
And I have my lows.
Bro, what is up with me? What is up with me? What is up with me?
So please come join me as I continue on my journey on the road to 119. Okay, let me make sure auto splitter is started and running. It is. And I don't know where my A input went there. Maybe that was just like dolphin muscle memory. I'm not even playing an emulator, I'm still complaining about dolphin. Oh man, I didn't clean the goop. Oh, I bonked. That's cringe. I'm unfollowing and unsubscribing now. God. This is the cringiest Bianco I've ever done. That's actually probably not true. What he didn't know was that it was indeed, in fact, true. This was his most cringe Bianco. I think it's actually the same cycle. You Y turn up, Y turn jump up. What? What? This was his most cringe Bianco. Oh, since when was that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. Is that normal? I mean, I assume it's known. Okay, well, reset. Okay, well, time for a new run. Sorry. Ooh, fast shine get. That always tickles like a part of my brain when I get like the instant shine get out of a shine cutscene. Despite having a very sloppy entry into the Bianco 3 secret this run, I managed to gain some time over my personal best. Wait. Something here's not right. My personal best time was supposed to be a 129, but my splits had my personal best displayed as a 133. What's going on here? As it turned out, that 133 wasn't representing my PB, but instead it was representing my average completed time. That means for this run alone, whenever my split timer is green, I'm doing better than average, while red is worse than average. For future runs, however, green will mean I'm going faster than my personal best time. Anyways, after a fairly average Bianco Hills, it was time to move on to 80%'s biggest and most important trick, Gelato Beach Skip. It. Safe throw. Good throw. That is a W GBS. That's a W gelato split. Took my time there, not gonna gold, but that's a W gelato split. That was like a good throw, pretty quick clip. I took a while to line up. Even though I was comparing to my average completed time, this run was still looking pretty good after that GPS. Was it possible that I could PB on day 1 of the challenge? Could it even be that I'd get a 125 this run? Only time will tell, and right now, it's Pianta Village o'clock. You know what's crazy? I actually could PB today. One thing I will say is that I'm like shockingly consistent for not playing the game a lot as much as I should be. Although I don't know, shockingly is a weird term because I'm like not crazy at this game. Well, we're on oh god, oh no, not this again split, which accurate. But honestly, accurate. Land it, Mario, land. Grab this, because I've died to the bird, like, randomly shitting on me. Okay, so what happened there was that I got overambitious with movement I'm not yet comfortable with. Okay, chain chomp. Okay, so something I somehow failed to consider in the week I've been practicing. I forgot to practice this clip. Notoriously one of my worst clips in the game. We stay winning though. Talk to me. Pianta 3 and Pianta 5 are like the most stressful early game levels for me. I'm glad I got through those like relatively quickly. Oh, I was so mad. About a month ago, I was talking to a friend, and I was just like playing SMS while on the Discord call, and I got my IL, which is individual level, personal best with this timer, like unrecorded. Worst feeling ever. Actually, it's not the worst feeling ever because I just casually got a PB, but. Pretty sloppy movement here. Didn't want to backflip there. Wanted to roll out there. So came here at an awkward angle. Pocket me. Okay. Man, that's not gonna call this at.
Oh my god,
Dude.
He's bunny hopping! He's bunny hopping!
My Pianta 6 sucks at fat PBs, that's all I'm saying. After that unexpected Pianta 6 gold, I went on to take down Shadow Mario before he jumped over the fence, which is pretty much the quickest you can kill him here using RTA strats. This meant that I was heading into my mid game over 2 minutes ahead, but that's not all. Since I had just finished up Pianta, it was time to do Honey Skip, which is a trick I briefly explained in Road to 119 episode 1 if you're curious. Anyways, I had been practicing Honey Skip a lot, so naturally, the fruit of that labor had bared itself. That might have been too early. I don't think it was. I don't think you die from being too early on the release there. Yep. We stay winning. Honey Skip after being 2 minutes ahead. This first day PB was looking juicier and juicier by the second. Okay. I get a gamer lean on my monitor. I reckon too late. Oh, no, I didn't. I just got unlucky with Gem Star RNG, I think. That's not gonna hit, is it? Oh, yo? That's a good-ass roller coaster. Needless to say, I golded that pin of 1 split, which was then followed by a pretty standard pin of 2 and 3, but a kinda sloppy pin of 4. What comes next is probably the hardest skip in the game though, which is early Yoshi go round, or EYG for short. To start off EYG, you need to get Yoshi to birth from his egg. Why did I write that? Anyways, I got lucky in that Yoshi wanted a fruit that spawns close to his egg. However, I also kind of got unlucky because, well, here, take a look. Banana? Banana? Am I... Okay, well, the banana over here spawned. I don't know what was up with that. What actually happened here is that I immediately spawned the banana I was looking for. It just got launched so fast that I didn't notice. Next for UIG is the setup. First, I place my now purple Yoshi on the sledge over here, which processes the clip out of bounds. Then I have to throw this papaya into the loading zone. Next up is to carefully lure a stew over to where Yoshi is. Then get it to ground pound so that I have time to get on Yoshi. Although it is worth mentioning that I don't just get on Yoshi here, I have to do a frame perfect input of a jump followed by a ground pound for the clip to work. Now here's the most precarious bit. Now that I'm out of bounds, I have to very carefully tread this thin line between inbounds and the void. Without going into too much detail here, if I go even a little bit too far right, then my game will irreparably soft lock and I'll have to reset the run. And too far left, I will clip back into bounds, or worse, I'll clip into the pin of 3 loading zone. Oh yeah, and all of this is not to mention that I also have to take great care to make sure the stew not only follows me, but that it also doesn't go out of bounds, as it'll just die if that happens. If everything has gone to plan so far, then I can spray the stew when it's facing the Yoshi go round, turn around, get Yoshi to eat the papaya, then hop onto the Yoshi platform and ride over to the Yoshi themed carousel. We're not out of water yet though, as you can miss your ride if it goes through the invisible wall before you do, which is exactly what happened to me during this run twice. Bro, what is up with me? What is up with me? What is up with me? I'm not going to waste your time. While I did continue that run, but that's the one I make it onto. Okay. There was pretty much no chance of me getting a PB. Oh, oops. However, I did end up beating my average completed time, funnily enough, which had me rather confused. That's not a PB. Wait. That's not a PB, right? I have a 129. Wait, why does it say I'm ahead? Have I been lied to this entire time? Again, I was confused because my timer was somehow comparing against my average run time rather than my personal best time. Since we're now moving on to day 2, my timer was now properly displaying my personal best time. And also, speaking of day 2, it started off completely awful. It hurts to even describe what happened, so I'm just going to show you guys. And I'm gonna sneak. That's the worst, when you're about to sneeze and then you don't. Day's ruined. Jokes and surreal edits aside, something odd you may have noticed is that my timer doesn't start at 0 seconds, but instead starts at 5 minutes, 40 seconds, and 41 milliseconds. And I feel like I should probably explain that. The reason is actually pretty straightforward. It's because I'm using what's called hacked file, which is basically a cheated save file that skips the first few otherwise unskippable cutscenes of the game. And yes, hacked file is allowed on the official leaderboards. Anyways, anyone who uses hacked file has to set their timer at 5 minutes and 40 seconds so they don't have an unfair advantage over the people who take their time to watch the cutscenes. As a byproduct, this is also why my save files all list my shine count as 00 instead of them saying new file like they normally would. Anyways, let's get back into the runs. Okay, getting off of airstrip. I always drop the spin put right there. Come on. It's so weird. That was... What was that? I like bonked, but I didn't. My controller even shook. What just happened? This run started off on shaky legs. My gameplay wasn't awful per se, but I was still making lots of small mistakes, which resulted in pretty bad splits for Airstrip and Bianco 2 and 3. Generally, being only a few seconds behind doesn't really mean much, especially when my PB is a 129. Although, small mistakes do mean more when you haven't committed much time into a run yet, so it would have been pretty reasonable to reset here. However, this would fly in the face of a really important aspect to speedrunning I haven't really touched on yet, and that is mindset. There are dozens upon dozens of things I could touch on related to mindset, but for today, I'm going to spread the joy that is the no reset mindset. The no reset mindset is based on trying to make the most out of my current attempt, even if I've made some mistakes. It's to recognize that I still have room to grow and that my goal is to improve. This manifests itself most prominently by me deciding not to reset, even if it does mean I'm hurting my chances of a PB on this specific run. In the long term, however, I would be stunting my growth if I chose not to continue this run, for two main reasons. Reason number one is that playing the first few splits of the game over and over isn't good practice for finishing runs, really. And reason number two is that resets for me are actually kind of a drag, which then can lead to me being less receptive to learning and improving. Speedrunning is as much of a mental battle as it is anything else, so it's important that... Oh man, this run's already to travel skip. We'll put a pin in the mindset talk for now. Let's check back in on the run. Okay, we are getting travel skip today, I've decided. See? Travel skip activated, which means I'm gonna have a bad Bianco floor, usually. I have no data to back that up, by the way. That travel skip equals bad Bianco 4 for me. Nor have I ever felt that in the past, I don't think. That's just something I decided in the moment. Okay, we'll miss the momentum spin jump. But pretty much got everything else. Although I still have another momentum spin jump, so I shouldn't speak too soon. But we're good. I didn't have to ground pound there. That was a wasted ground pound. And in fact, that ground pound basically costed me all this time. Because I came just short of the platform. Because that ground pound I don't know, it's hard to explain.
No problem, past me. I can explain why this ground pound caused this time loss. So what's supposed to happen here looks like this. Notice that when first jumping onto the tightrope, there is no ground pound. The issue here is that since ground pounds cancel all horizontal momentum, I didn't land far enough on the tightrope after the first jump. That then meant I ended up being just short of the shine, which I wasn't anticipating. So I fumbled the recovery too. Okay, so that's cool and all, but if ground pounding after the first jump is bad, then why do it on the second jump? Put simply, it's because the second jump is a jump dive. You see, when Mario is in his diving animation, he won't land on a tightrope, but instead will grab onto it, which is slow. So instead, we ground pound to cancel the dive animation so that Mario lands on the tightrope instead of grabbing it. Sunshine speedruns are so full of these surprisingly layered sections of movement, which is what makes it such a hard speedrun, but is also a big reason why I love it so much.
Ah, man, that's a lame time loss. That's a really lame time loss. Yeah, I knew that was going to be weird. Okay, I'm just going to go up this way. Ah, that didn't hit. Really? Really? You can't be a little bit forgiving with that hitbox? Might as well. Worry about it. Better worry about it than not. I was really feeling no tornado right there, but PD wasn't. Ah, he's going over the wall. Ah, Sag. And I'm like doing weird ass. This is my least favorite spot for PvP, by the way. I've got to play it differently because of the tight ropes. With the angle he was at. Depends on where he comes from, I guess. Ah, man. Didn't get to go quite as high this time. He lands here, right? Yeah. No. This is a really bad PD RNG. Oh my god. What? There's no group there. Ah, that was an awful PD. And I can safely say, like, mostly not my performance there. Mostly just bad RNG. Some of that was my performance, but we can just brush that aside. Alright. Now we are going to Gelato to do a Gelato beach skip. We'll be back to Bianco later in the run. I can roll out a bit earlier there. That was a pretty good fling. I think I'm a good distance too. Really? That's so annoying. No counterplay. I mean, technically you could try to kill all the stews, but it's kind of up to spam spray RNG. Okay, I'm gonna get the camera close. Dude, what's up with my GPSs lately? So I wasn't close enough to him. I don't get this one. I don't get the Shadow Mario at all. Yeah! Fat Tetri in a run! Let's go!
For further context, what you're seeing on screen right now is called Fetch Entry, which is named after the legendary Sunshine speedrunner, Fetch. It's a very precise string of movements that saves somewhere around 10 seconds on your Pianta entry. Was it necessary to learn? No, not at my current skill level at least. But is it one of the coolest, most flashy sections of the Sunshine speedrun? Yes, yes it is. Now you will listen to me gush about it as I have a good Pianta 1.
That's the first Fetch Entry I got for a run. That actually feels so good. That feels so good. I've practiced that a lot. Oh, that was... Ooh. My movement's too clean right now. Oh! This is actually... That's so cool. That looks sick. Yeah, Fetch Entry is like one of the most stylish things in the game, in my opinion.
I would then go on to have a fairly average Pianta village, honestly nothing worth noting. No, don't worry about that Pianta 3 split, that was an entire minute behind. Nothing bad happened. What? You're saying my Pianta 4 split lost another 40 seconds? Fine, you caught me. My Pianta village for this run was pretty bad. That said, I still had all of the mid and late game to make that time up, and OG Willikers, I sure made that time back, and more.
Okay, so we only have one life. See the whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I was on a bit of a roll, but all good things must come to an end.
Hello.
In what world do I connect with that?
This one, apparently, that's just awful collision.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Excuse me? Please, please, okay. I hate this game. Give me the damn coin! Please! I don't know what was different about my first two jumps there.
And sometimes when the good things end, the bad things just keep coming too.
Whoa, wait. What? Why didn't I get momentum there? Grab, grab, grab. What? I waited so long.
However, it's important in these situations to not lose hope, because it's during these moments of strife when you learn just how much you have left to give.
You know what? I don't know if it is over. That's a goal. Extra cycle. Another extra? Another extra? I say he, but... Oh, I thought I was in. Okay. I definitely am now, though. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to get that for a second. This shine, oh yeah, this shine is also intangible for a while. Although, that's because of the cutscene, I'm guessing. Because there's technically a cutscene there. Bunny hopped. I'm actually so not surprised that golded. And I'm so happy I saved 30 seconds there. All I have to do is green cycle.
Oh my god, he's bunny hopping! He's bunny hopping! Oh my god.
That's not correct. Yo, thank you, Sophie. Ah! Okay, that was weird. Okay, I played that very safe. Okay, that's a false split, by the way. I always forget my controls. Undo split. Okay, I lost a bit of time there to undoing the split. So I have to... I'm just gonna play this like super safe now. How it mistook that for a gold or for a split. Okay, one of my inputs got in there. Okay, I'm playing really slow. Okay, that was good.
Oh my god, he's buddy
Okay, that's a real gold though. Okay, Shadow Mario, I think I gain time here if I do it right. Yes. Okay, I think I do gain time here. Not a whole lot, but enough. I think I probably killed him a bit further on my PB. Like, not up the cliff, but like on the grass. Maybe? I don't know if that's a difference of 15 seconds. Another gold. Okay. Oh man, 17. I'm really gonna have to push it if I want to PB this. Oh man. Okay. I didn't get the dive. Slightly slow entry movement here, but that's fine. I think it's gonna be still faster than my PB movement because my movement got slightly better on the cliffs. Okay, here we go. Okay, nice. Extinguish that. Okay, now do not get hit by the fish, please. Okay. Okay, I can make this cycle because I've gone fast enough. And then comes speedboat. I messed up Arcus Arch. Okay, that's fine. Doing 3 because I always get limp rockets. In fact, I definitely got a limp rocket there because I would have gone way higher if I didn't, so it's good I did that. Probably. Okay, I need to concentrate. That was close. Bowser, really? You had to do that, didn't you? Okay. I'm going pretty slow and safe here. That's a PB. Barely a PB. Just a few seconds, but that is a personal best. That has been over a year in the making. Day 2 of the week. There is so much improvement to be had here. There's so much. Wait. That's a 128. I read that as 129. That's a 128. That's not barely better. That is an entire minute. Yeah. You know something funny? About a year ago, I think. It might have been less than a year ago. About a year ago, I put this Reese's on my desk. And I was like, oh, when I PB, I'm going to have a Reese's because, you know, peanut butter PB. Well, it's time to have my PB Reese's finally. This has been sitting on my desk for like a year. Do these things expire? They might. Okay, guys. It expired last month. But it's Best Buy, not actually expiring date. I'm gonna eat it. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, it's looking a little crumbly. If I get sick from this, well, I'll blame it on dying in Rico 6. It tastes fine. That's like the best Reese's I've ever had. Not because it was particularly inherently special, but because. Baby! Oh man, I'm so happy.
Would I achieve my goal of a 125 before the week ended, or was this 128 the best I could muster? Find out next time on Road to 119. Oh yeah, and you should also subscribe. Later.
Mars headbanging.